Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Lindsey, and they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Let's go. 60-on. Check. Block 54.
Now Locke. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. Locke now on 3rd and goal. He'll find Lindsey here. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And now the Broncos are going to line up and elect to go for 2 here. Here's Locke to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 23. Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And that's complete to Sanders. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. Oh, big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. Here we go on 4th down with Garoppolo. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and that will force a turnover on downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Clock will try again on second down. This is the tight end Fant. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Noah Fant, 30 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
21.
From just shy of midfield, Garoppolo steps away to his left. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. On first down, Coleman. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. The Pro Bowler, Chris Harris, is in on the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Coleman. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Well, not a huge game there as we head towards the 2-minute warning. It'll be interesting to me to see what they decide to do after the timeout.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Let's get off the field. Here we go.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And that is going to be incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Hey, Alpha.
Block now to throw. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick 6 really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
Gold with the extra point. And this is back to an 8-point game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. Airing it out for Hamilton. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Running right, this is Freeman. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. This is Freeman. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Locked to throw on 3rd and 1. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Lock now, 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Locke. Screen pass to Lindsey. Give him 9 yards on the 2nd down screen play. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. A final shot before half for Locke. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the 2nd half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 18 yards, 1st down Niners. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And this one complete to Levine Toilolo. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down 49ers.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 44-yard line. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Here we go.
Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. Steps away. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. To throw it is Locke. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Pretty solid coverage there by the All-Pro Richard Sherman, able to get a hand in.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
He'll get this one to Patrick. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Ready. 60 or.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
Check 15. Check 15. Look at me. Go. Hey, orbit.
Here we go on 4th down with Locke. And it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Here we go. Ready? What's the run? They're running it.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. From 17 yards out, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Well, you know, you can't get all the points back at once, but baby steps, a good start.
A start that was...
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll run the toss. It's Lindsey. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down. On 1st down, right back to Lindsey. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
70, Indy.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Locke toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and it's 3rd down. The line to gain is the 33 on third down. On third down, here's Lindsey. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Lindsey. That good for 19 and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Locke. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. The 2 Fs for a rookie quarterback.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Play action. Garoppolo dancing to his left. Open man is born. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Throwing now is Garoppolo, eluding the pressure right. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The former first-round pick Kareem Jackson there defensively.
This has been a really nice day for the defense. They've made it so difficult to find open receivers because they're able to squeeze the passing lanes down. A lot of what they're doing is communicating. Receivers in one area, receivers in another area. They're almost what they call passing them off from one defender to the next, even in zone defenses, and making it very hard to find an open spot for the quarterback to deliver the ball.
Garoppolo now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Garoppolo finding his tight end Kittle. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, partner, so much for the mismatch. How about the guy at the 2nd level, that big linebacker, able to run with the receiver and make a play on the football?
And this kick is not gonna get there. It's short and no good. That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. He wasn't likely to make it in the first place.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run here with Lindsey. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Check 43.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Third and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction.
Mike 5-4. Come off the ball. Mike 54. Mike 50.
To throw his lock. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So on now is Brandon McManus. He has hit from as far away as 57, but that was in Denver. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will push the lead up to 5. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
They'll run on first down. Lindsey. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that